Our question is split into two parts. Part A is draw the required elevation, plan and end elevation, and Part B, students are tasked to move the sphere into a position where it is in contact with both the cone and the cylinder. Here we have a fantastic model that can be used to show this question to students with a 3D representation. A 3D representation on SOLIDWORKS is great to show students because it can help students who are struggling depicting 3D shapes to 2D board representation while they're drawing, and it can help them familiarise themselves with the key concept and ideas. The vertical plane is excellent because you can show students how the vertical plane is when you're looking directly at that's what you see in your elevation, and when you're looking directly down at your horizontal plane, you're seeing exactly what you see in plan. And this is also an excellent use of a model because the use of colour, a green sphere, a red cone and an orange cylinder really depict the components apart from each other, so students can really visualise what component is where and why it's moving and whatnot. And also it's great because you can show the students here on your cone the extreme generator, and you can see, and students can see then how their extreme generators are true length in their elevation. This is also a great model because you can use you can rotate the sphere around the cone until when it's in contact with our cylinder, and that is the question. So then whose students are struggling with their spatial skills to comprehending this question, you can show them this, and you can show them how the sphere has to rotate around the cone until it becomes in contact with the cylinder, so it's in contact with both the sphere. So it's in contact, so the sphere is in contact with both the cylinder and the cone. My first design intent was to ensure no solids were intersecting, because if solids began to intersect, that would completely defeat the whole purpose of solids in contact. My second design intent was to ensure all models were correctly scaled, so one isn't miles bigger or smaller than the rest. My final design intent was to ensure this question is pitched at the right skill level to second year graphic students. A lot of my mates in this question are tangent mates, such as that the cone is a tangent to the sphere, and the cylinder has a tangent that is the horizontal plane. So the horizontal plane is a tangent to the cylinder, and this cone has a tangent to the sphere. I also use coincident mates to lock solids such as the cone in place. So I'd lock the base of this cone down onto the horizontal plane, or else I'd lock this base here onto the vertical plane with a 8mm distance apart.